Hello everyone. Welcome back to the channel. There is one question that has recently become harder and harder to ignore. Why are Zhang Linghe and Tian Xiwei still trending, even after their story has already ended? Usually, when a drama ends, everything slowly returns to normal. The final episode airs. The actors move on to their next projects. Fans keep their memories of the drama, and then, little by little, move on to the next story. But this time, it feels different. The names Zhang Linghe and Tian Xiwei continue to appear in fan conversations. Scenes from the drama are being shared again. Their interactions are being looked at once more. And their chemistry is being compared with other drama couples. And more people are asking, what exactly makes this pair so difficult to forget? Is it simply because they once played such a powerful couple on screen? Or is there something about their chemistry that makes viewers feel like the story never truly ended? Let's go back to the beginning. When Zhang Linghe and Tian Xiwei appeared together in The Best Thing, the public's attention toward them immediately felt different. Not just because of their star power. Not just because of the drama itself. But because of the way they interacted on screen. The slightly longer glances. The small smiles that appeared at unexpected moments. And those simple little moments that made viewers feel as though they were watching two people who genuinely understood each other. For some viewers, that kind of chemistry is difficult to create. Because chemistry isn't just about romantic dialogue. It's not just about beautiful scenes. Sometimes, chemistry comes from something incredibly small. The way one person looks at their co-star. The way they stand close to each other. The way an expression changes within just a few seconds. And Zhang Linghe and Tian Xiwei had many moments like that. That's why when their story ended, some fans apparently weren't ready to say goodbye. But then, something even more interesting happened. The two were reunited in pursuit of Jade. And this time, fan expectations were already much higher. Zhang Linghe played Xie Zhang, while Tian Xiwei played Fan Chanyu. Two characters. Two personalities. One story. And once again, their chemistry became one of the things viewers paid the most attention to. It was almost as if the public had been given a second chance to see what made this pairing so captivating. But this is exactly where the experiment becomes even more interesting. Because after the drama ended, their names didn't really disappear. Instead, fans started looking back. They reopened old scenes. They talked about their expressions again. They remembered the dialogue. And they started asking once more, why does this chemistry still feel so real? The question may sound simple. But the more often it appears, the harder it becomes to ignore. Then came another development that once again increased fan attention. On August 15th, the Pursuit of Jade concert in Shenzhen became a topic of discussion because Zhang Linghe and Tian Xiwei were not seen in the initially announced lineup. And of course, fans noticed immediately. Some were disappointed. Some were wondering what happened. Some hoped the two would suddenly appear. And others began creating their own interpretations. But in the middle of all those reactions, there is one very important distinction to make. Their absence is not evidence of a conflict. There has been no official confirmation stating that Zhang Linghe and Tian Xiwei have any personal issues with each other. So instead of jumping to conclusions, perhaps the much more interesting question is, why can the absence of just two people cause so many fans to react immediately? The answer may come down to one word. Chemistry. Because when the chemistry between two stars becomes deeply embedded in viewers' memories, even their absence can become something people talk about. And the story doesn't end there. As Pursuit of Jade continued receiving attention after its broadcast, an exhibition related to the drama in Taipei was also still attracting visitors through August 13th. That means, the world created by the drama has not completely disappeared from public attention. The characters are still being discussed. The scenes are still being remembered. And of course, the names Zhang Linghe and Tian Xiwei continue to return to the conversation. Then comes the question that may create the biggest reaction among fans. Is all of this simply nostalgia? Or did Zhang Linghe and Tian Xiwei really create something so powerful on screen that viewers simply can't let go? This is where we need to pause for a moment. Because there is a very clear line between on-screen chemistry and a real-life relationship. As of now, there is no official confirmation that Zhang Linghe and Tian Xiwei are romantically involved. So we cannot say that they are a real-life couple. We also cannot turn a glance, a smile, or a professional interaction into proof of a private relationship. But we also cannot deny one thing. Fans are still paying attention to them. And that may be the most fascinating fact of all. Because sometimes, what keeps a drama couple alive isn't a rumor. It's not a confession of love either. It's the memory they leave behind in the audience. Imagine. Months have passed. The drama is over. The story has reached its ending. But when a clip from the drama appears again on social media, thousands of people still stop to watch. They still leave comments. They still talk about the chemistry. They still say, "I miss them. Their chemistry was different. Why does this still feel so real?" And perhaps that's exactly why Zhang Linghe and Tian Xiwei remain such an interesting topic. Not because we have proof that something is secretly happening between them, but because they managed to make viewers believe in the story they portrayed. That's the power of acting. And when two actors have that ability at the same time, the result can last much longer than the final episode of a drama. But there is another part of this story that makes everything even more fascinating. Whenever the public sees Zhang Linghe and Tian Xiwei after their projects have ended, every new appearance can immediately be compared with the time they spent together in the drama. One photo, one expression, one interaction, even a single moment when their names are mentioned in the same context, can make the fandom pay attention all over again. It's almost as if the story has a second life. Not inside the drama, but inside the memories of the viewers. And perhaps that's why the questions surrounding them never truly disappear. Did they simply have great on-screen chemistry? Or was their chemistry so powerful that fans continue hoping to see them together again? We don't know. And perhaps we don't need to force an answer. Because the most fascinating part of this experiment lies precisely in the fans' reactions. Think about it. If the best thing is already over, if Pursuit of Jade is also over, if the actors have already moved forward with their own journeys, why can the names Zhang Linghe and Tian Xiwei still make the fandom come alive again? Is it because they are truly one of the most memorable drama couples when it comes to chemistry? Is it because fans simply aren't ready to move on? Or is it because every time their names appear in the same conversation, the memories of their characters come alive again? And perhaps there isn't just one answer. Maybe all three are true. Because for drama fans, a story doesn't always end when the final episode finishes. Sometimes, the story continues through edits, through comments, through fan discussions, through scenes being replayed again and again, and through one simple question. What if they worked together again? Imagine if one day Zhang Linghe and Tian Xiwei were reunited in a brand new project. Not as the same characters, not as the couple from their previous stories, but as two completely new characters, with a completely new story and chemistry they would have to build all over again. Would the fandom explode again? Would viewers immediately compare them with The Best Thing and Pursuit of Jade? Or perhaps, would their chemistry look completely different this time? No one knows. But one thing is already clear. The names Zhang Linghe and Tian Xiwei still have the power to make fans stop, look, remember, and wonder. And perhaps That's the true definition of chemistry that leaves a lasting mark. Not when everyone is talking about it while the drama is airing, but when the story is already over, and people still haven't stopped talking about it. So now, I want to hear from you. Why do you think Zhang Linghe and Tian Xiwei's chemistry still feels so strong even after The Best Thing and Pursuit of Jade have ended? Would you like to see them work together again in a new drama? Or do you think their chemistry feels special precisely because it exists within stories that they have already completed? Tell me what you think in the comments. Because perhaps the real answer doesn't come from Zhang Linghe. It doesn't come from Tian Xiwei. Instead, it comes from the fans who, even today, still can't seem to forget them. And if you believe their chemistry is still alive, perhaps the final question is, if their story is truly over, why are we still talking about them? See you in the next video.